This video was intended to inform and educate the public.
Welcome everybody back to the Junkyard News. Oh, have I got a story for you. And this came to me, it was sent to me by the Constitutional Cowboy. So much appreciated for bringing this to my attention. And now I'm going to try to bring it to your attention.
Videos uploaded by the Junkyard News are helped in part by viewers just like you. You can show your support for this channel by clicking the thumbs up, sharing our videos, or hitting that all-important support button on our channel page. Don't want to miss a video or a story? Make sure to check us out and like us on Facebook at The Junkyard News.
As well as give you some easy contact information on Twitter for this state senator, so you can voice your opinion on a bill he's trying to pass in Oklahoma. Yes, I said Oklahoma. Now the Senate bill in question is Senate Bill 1837. And if you want to hear a joke, here's the title of the bill. This bill is called Common Sense Freedom of Press Control Act. Yes, you heard that right. Freedom of Press Control Act. That just sounds like an oxymoron. I mean, that title in itself should just burn your ears in anger. How can you write a bill to institute and pass an act or law that would restrict the First Amendment? Now you might be thinking, well, maybe it's not that bad. What does this bill say in it? What are they actually trying to pass? The title of the article states as follows. If the Oklahoma legislature passes the Common Sense Freedom of Press Control Act, it would place more monitoring requirements and financial obligations on journalists and media outlets in Oklahoma, as far as nationally, because if a national news organization is broadcast in Oklahoma, according to this bill, they're going to have to follow the rules and laws of this bill, even if they're not in Oklahoma. So what does the bill actually state the law is going to be? Well, first, let's say the senator that introduced this bill is State Senator Nathan Dahm. Now, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's D-A-H-M. He's supposed to be a Republican, and he authored Senate Bill 1837, which seeks to avoid potential abuse of the freedom of the press. Well, that doesn't sound too bad if he wants to avoid potential abuse of the freedom of the press, right? Well, let's dive into a summary of what this bill is introducing. Now, under the proposed requirements, anyone who works for a media outlet would need to submit to a criminal background check. That's right. If you want to be a journalist, if you want to be in the news media, you're going to have to go through a background check. Not to mention that, you're going to have to submit to quarterly drug tests. Now, this bill would also require any news media organization to file for a license from the Oklahoma Cooperation Commission and obtain $1 million in liability insurance and attend an 8-hour propaganda-free safety training seminar. The license for individual journalists would cost $290 every 5 years. Now, media outlets would also need to pay an additional $250,000 for a license every year and obtain $50 million in liability insurance. And that does apply to national as well as local outlets alike. Those outlets would also be required to provide the following disclaimer before each story or throughout any video. Warning: this entity is known to provide propaganda. Consuming propaganda may be detrimental to your health and the health of the Republic. Now, the Oklahoma legislature will have an opportunity to consider the bill when it's back in session. Now, everybody that's watching this video has to understand and realize that this bill would directly conflict with First Amendment of the United States Constitution, which enshrines the freedom of the press. How this Republican thinks this is good, I mean, this has to be a joke. Did this guy, have nothing better to do and want to play a practical joke on the rest of the Senate? How could you even author a bill like this? Don't you not understand what the First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution means? This is ridiculous. Now, personally, what I intend to do is I have found this Republican senator's Twitter account, which I am going to post, most likely pin it in the top pinned comment. Okay? So everybody can find this link. Me personally, I think I'm going to send him a tweet. I am going to send him a tweet. And if there's anybody out there, now I'm not telling you to do anything, but if there's anybody that watches this video that is as offended by this bill as I am, if you decide you want to redress any grievance you have about this bill to the author of this bill directly, feel free to do so. Now, I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm telling you I'm going to do it. This guy is ridiculous. If he thinks this has any chance of passing the Senate, let alone being signed by the governor, okay? It just boggles the mind. Comment below. Tell me what you think, all right?
Videos uploaded by the Junkyard News are helped in part by viewers just like you. You can show your support for this channel by clicking the thumbs up, sharing our videos, or hitting that all-important support button on our channel page. Don't want to miss a video or a story? Make sure to check us out and like us on Facebook at The Junkyard News.